And this is where 70,000 foodies come out, and the only lobster that is served there is from Greenhead, in the lobster capital of the world, because this is the only and best certified Maine lobster with the HPP process, which, when you get it home, allows you to pull out the entire tail. That is 4 ounces of certified Maine lobster, sweet and succulent. It tastes like no other lobster I've ever had in my life. And this is what we celebrate with. Do you have an anniversary coming up, a special birthday? Are you retiring? Or do you just want to treat yourself to the most delicious and succulent lobster? This is your opportunity and the final opportunity for the whole year to get this gorgeous lobster home. It's our only Today Special Value of the year. We're shipping it to you for free. I will dive into that in just a second, but I have to let you know how to order. So first, here are your choices. You can get 8 of the 4-ounce Maine lobster tails. They come with an 8-ounce tub of Kate's Purely Maine butter, which has like sea salt crusted in it. It's so delicious. You get that for $32 on a credit card, shipped to you for free. But if you want to double your order, we're not going to double the price. In fact, you'll save $20. It's like getting one for free. You'll get home 16 at $18 a tail. If you want to lock that in, and I highly recommend that, you do auto delivery, because instead of getting the market price, which who knows what that's going to be 3 months from now, 4 months from now, you get to lock in today's lowest price that we're going to do all year, and only Today's Special Value that we're doing all year. And every 4 months for a year, you'll get another collection. They are frozen. They're so easy to make. My mouth is actually watering. I'm having a hard time talking right now. And we have sold 2 million lobster tails from Greenhead, certified Maine lobster. We would love to hear from you if you would love to share your story on how you prepare yours and how you enjoyed them and celebrated. But what we're doing is celebrating our Foodie Fest right now, and we are presenting live from Rockland, Maine. And here to present with us is Nicole Gaffney. She's a chef, she's a seafood expert, and in the most gorgeous setting right now. Nicole, it is so good to see you, Chef. How are you? And I'm gonna bite now because I'm just waiting.
Please dig into that lobster. I've been eating it all week long. All they do here is lobster. It's all you'll find on any menu. We really are in the heart of lobster country. I mean, look behind me right now. These are all lobster boats right here. And we have the best lobster available for you at QVC. So think about this. Tens of thousands of people are flocking here to Rockland, Maine to get one thing and one thing only, and it's Maine lobster. But you don't have to fly here to Rockland
Right.
and experience Lobster Fest to experience the magic of Maine lobster in your home. I'm telling you, this is the best stuff you will ever eat. So let's set the stage first, okay? I want to take you to Stonington, Maine, which is about 2 hours north of here. And Stonington is also part of this beautiful lobster country. And it's this very specific location that just has these really perfect conditions, right? This rock-bound coast, pristine, ice-cold water that just produces the sweetest and most succulent lobster in the entire world. If you've never experienced real Maine lobster, I'm telling you, you are in for a treat. But QVC and Greenhead Lobster, we take it one step further, and we've made lobster easier to eat because of our HPP process. That stands for high pressure processing, and it's a really cool technology that we use. It shoots thousands of gallons of high pressure water inside of the lobster shells, and it freezes them very quickly. So it does 2 things. It cleans them, so you're not going to get all the goop and the guts, but it allows the lobster meat to just glide out of the shell effortlessly.
Yes. Let me show you that again.
Right out.
I've never seen anything like it. And
I know.
Lobster is not an inexpensive indulgence. If I'm going to pay all that, I want every single piece that I can get out of the shell without having to get special shears and cut it, and you can never, there's always some left over. Look at that, you're getting exactly what you're paying for. Now, I neglected to mention earlier that we have a few ship dates for you to choose from. Remember, you can get an 8 count or a 16 count. When you double that up, we don't double the price. In fact, that's the way to go because you'll save an extra $20 and you'll get 2 of the tub of Kate's Purely Maine butter. You can have them shipped out to you immediately, which I highly recommend because right now, if you're doing, I mean, we had the lobster roll. I just made a good lobster roll. This is for your barbecues, you know, your seafood barbecues for the rest of the summer as we're celebrating the end of summer and moving into back to school. But you can do August 21st or September 18th. Now, I want you to all do auto delivery because you cannot, after today, lock into this price again once the price is over, and it's over today. Every 4 months for a year, you'll get another shipment. So if you do right now, that'll be early December. Think about your 7 fishes. If you come back in November and look for Greenhead lobster, if we have it, it will be at a higher price because this is the lowest price 4 ounce we're going to do all year. This is the only Today Special value of the entire year. If you do the August 21st ship date, it'll be towards the end of December, and then maybe that's for New Year's coming up. I would do if you love lobster and you love this price, I would do 2 different ship dates, and I would do it on auto delivery because if you go to a restaurant and you're going to do this surf and turf that's right in front of me, which I'll show you in just a minute, how much would that be? If you're going and you're going to have lobster at a restaurant, it's MP, market price. And is it going to be Maine certified? Is it going to be Greenhead? Depends on where you go. If it is, you're going to pay a lot more than you're going to at $18 a tail here at QVC. So that does, we saw a little bit of Maine. To be certified in Maine, it's not just the best in the country, it's the best in the entire world. And that's the biggest lobster festival that you're at right now. The only one that is served at the Maine Lobster Festival is Greenhead. That's truly amazing.
Exactly. And I mean, that's really a testament. If the lobster's being served here in Maine at Lobster Fest, you know you're getting the real thing. It's so important to know your source. I know we drive that point home all the time, but it's so, so, so true. And when you're buying from Greenhead, you know that you're getting it from a trusted source, that it is certified Maine lobster. Because like you said, when you're going out to a restaurant or even a fish market, you just don't necessarily know that you're getting the quality that you want to be getting. And when it comes to the HPP, it makes it even more special. So the location, the certification of being Maine lobster, it's going to give you that sweet, succulent flavor that you can't get anywhere else, but it's also going to allow you to eat the lobster so easily. And I think that's really important too. I used to spend hours when I was a caterer breaking down these big lobsters and just making a huge mess, getting cuts all over my hands. If I knew that Greenhead and the HPP lobster existed back then, Terry, I would have saved myself so much time and aggravation
and money.
I mean, it really isn't, and money, exactly. And it's, you know, it's not about how much lobster you cook, it's about how much lobster you actually get to eat. And with Greenhead, you get to eat the whole thing. I mean, you look inside of the shell, it's clean as a whistle, nothing is stuck to the edges, it all comes out in one perfect piece.
I know, it's so nice. And this is how it comes to you. It doesn't get any fresher than this. And we're going to talk about that in just a second. But I want to talk about, real quick, you're a chef. I know that a lot of people get intimidated with lobster and they're like, I don't want to ruin it. How hard is it to cook?
Absolutely.
Tell us about how easy it is to cook, and it will be in your freezer ready to go for that special occasion.
Yeah, exactly. And it'll be in your freezer for an entire year, by the way.
Right.
So let's say you don't get to it immediately this summer. You have plenty of opportunities to have it. But you're so right. Cooking lobster can be really intimidating if you've never done it before. But I am here to tell you, it is truly, and I mean this sincerely, the easiest thing that you can cook. If you can boil water, you can make lobster. So the thing you want to remember is 1 minute per ounce. So these are 4 ounce tails. Set your timer for 4 minutes, and that's it. You want to make sure you defrost them first, and you can boil them or you can steam them, whatever your preference is. And that's it. In that 4 minutes, Go ahead, melt your butter, maybe make some fresh corn on the cob or boil some potatoes. Keep your sides really simple. There's no need to, let the sides try to outshine the lobster. The lobster is going to be the star of your meal, and it's going to have every single person at your table just begging for seconds, because this
That's
stuff
why you need
really
to do
is
the
the
double.
best.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It
Exactly.
is
You're
so
going to want
good.
more.
We just had it this past week. My mom prepared it. Thank you, Mom. We had the most
Ooh.
elegant adult dinner. It was so nice. We had friends over. My parents were there. The girls were at a sleepover. So and there was no special occasion, but it was so special. We haven't done it in so long. We had champagne and we had a
Oh.
cocktail ahead of time, and we had this beautiful meal, but the talk was all about the lobster. I will tell you a little secret. I was not a lobster fan before Greenhead. This tastes like lobster is supposed to taste. I don't even need the
Exactly.
butter. The butter is delicious, by the way, but I don't even need it with this because it's sweet, it's tender, it's not mushy, but it's not hard at the same time. It's exactly what it should be. And we did this butter poached lobster tail right here. There's a couple different recipes right here on the bag, and it was perfection. And my mom she was a little nervous. She was like, how do I do these? I'm gonna do this one.
Right.
And she was so nervous, and it turned out perfect. And then the look on everyone's face when I told them, they were like, oh, do you have like the little scissors or whatever? I was like, nope, you don't need it. That HPP process. You
Yeah, you
stick
can
your
throw
fork
away
in
your
it,
spears.
and then you just give it a little wiggle, and it comes out, the whole piece. And look at that. There's none left over. So it was such a treat. Thank you to everyone at Greenhead. And I really do mean that, because it's like a family there. We're not only
Yeah.
supporting USA, because it's right here in Maine, but these families of fishermen that I know Rick is there with you right now, Rick Domeyer for
Yeah.
our Foodie Fest. He was just blown away by the experience of being part of these multi-generational families, that this is what they're contributing to our great nation.
It's so true. It really is a tight-knit community here of the lobster men and women. I mean, it's really a special, special place. And I love what you said about the dinner that you had, the lobster dinner, that it wasn't really a special occasion, because when you're serving something as special as Maine lobster, it's such a nice way to make an ordinary meal extra special, or if it's a special occasion, to make it extra memorable. Greenhead Lobster really has a way of just bringing people together around the table
Yeah.
to be able to indulge in something that's really, really unique and special that they truly can't get anywhere else.
Oh, you can't. And this is the lowest price we're going to do the entire year on the 4-ounce tails. It's our only Today Special Value of the year. And those of you who know QVC know, whether it's a blouse or some skincare or these special lobster tails, you want to get it on a Today Special Value Day, because it's going to be the best price all year. Now, you have two different choices in terms of your collection. You can get the 8 tails and the Kate's butter, or you can double that and get 16 and 2 of the Kate's butter. This works out to a little over $18 a tail. Now, you're going to either choose a ship date now, or you'll get them immediately. Remember, they come frozen. They go right into your freezer. They will last in there a year, but they probably won't last a year. But if you don't get to them, they will be there for a year. August 21st, that is our, you'll still get those in time for if you wanted to do that last minute, lobster roll, end of summer barbecue. September 18th is most popular right now. And those are your 3 choices. Now, September 18th, it is our most limited option as well. So if you want these shipped out to you September 18th, then I would definitely go for that one right now. Whichever one you choose, please go on auto delivery, because it is the only way to lock in this lowest price we're doing all year. And I don't want you to come back in, October, November, and be like, ooh, I'd really love to do 7 fishes. I would really like to gift someone this beautiful lobster experience at home. If we have any remaining, it will be a bigger price, a larger price. So today is the day to do it. You can cancel that at any time. It ships to you for free every time. And if you pick those first two, the immediate ship date or August 21st, you'll get your next shipment, because it's every 4 months, in December. So that's great for those holiday dishes. If you do September 18th, then that will be into January. Just to, think ahead, because you will be set up for the next